Hey everyone, Bill from BNC Ultimate RC here. So I'm going to do a build series, building this from pretty much scratch, using some existing parts as far as like the rear end of a two-wheel drive chassis that I'm going to use to build this. Anyway, you can see I took this 330 seconds aluminum, took it to a friend's place. I bought this at a hardware store. It was a 3-foot piece, I believe, 4-foot piece, I'm sorry. And I just marked it, I tapered it down. I bent it on his brake. Did find out, I mean, pretty much you can bend this on an aluminum brake for doing like siding work and stuff, so you can pretty much find a contractor or anything that would do it for you. I'm sure it wouldn't charge you anything. As well as I bent steel body that's going to go on top of that, possibly, I don't know yet. So anyway, we're going to be doing a rail dragster build. So that's where we're going to start at. So what I've got is a slash two-wheel drive chassis. I'm going to take the rear end off of this by taking these two screws out, and then this is going to be the rear end. I'm going to lock the diff, and that's what we're going to use for the back end of this dragster build. So we don't need suspension, means we're building the dragster. So we've got the 4 holes here on the bottom. That's what we're going to drill holes here, and then we're going to mount this to that. Once we get it lined up, I'm going to cut off the shock tower, I'm sorry, we're going to cut off the body mount post, and the shock tower we're going to cut it down, and just leave the bottom where these links are going to be connected to. So next, where I trimmed for the rear end to go, because I want the arms to be able to drop down, I've cut a piece of this 3/16 inch by 1.5 inch aluminum, and that is going to go underneath to support the rear end, help make it a little bit more rigid. Alright, so I got the front wheels mounted. Pretty simple, just a piece of 1/8 inch aluminum with 2 spacers. They're actually the hubs off of like the front of a slash or whatever, the one the pins go through. And then the front end steering off of a 2-wheel drive slash with a screw just going directly through and coming out the bottom there. I'm going to Loctite that. And these are the funny car wheels and tires, 6975 for the Traxxas funny car. So I got those mounted up. I got to put a linkage in and all that stuff, but they're on. And now we're going to start working on the back end of it. All right, so now I'm drilling the holes for the rear plate to mount the rear assembly. Alright, so everything's starting to mock up good. I've got these tires that I had from another project, street tires. I'm going to use those. That's a metal or aluminum body that I bent on the same brake, so that's going to work out good. I got to get it cut down a little bit to get it to come out right, and add a wing on the back, and then we're going to do away with the shocks, of course, and then we're just going to put some solid struts in. And that way that'll make the back end nice and rigid. So we got a little ways to go, but anyway, we're going to keep on building this thing until we get it finished. Alright, so just to get everybody's opinion, I'm always up for ideas. I'm sure I could figure it out on my own, but I would like to get see what you all think. Which should I put from here down to the A-arms to keep the wheels from moving? Should I put shocks on it, or should I put a metal rod in, or what? Everybody give your feedback, and I'll go with the most popular vote. I'm not sure if I need shocks. Who knows? But we'll see what you all have to say about it. Okay, so I cut this piece of aluminum to connect the 2 sides together, and now I'm going to put this number 5539 link in from the servo over to the other side, just to one side to steer it back and forth. Alright, so that's part of one of the build. Got the body trimmed back and everything and on. Got the wing on the back. I got to put the electronics in it, the motor and ESC and all that stuff. Don't know what I'm going to put in it yet. And then I've got some brushed carbon wrap that I'm going to use to wrap the body, and do something to finish up this area in here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Probably going to add a roll cage to it and that kind of thing, and probably a windscreen on the front, and then a spoiler on the front between the two front wheels. It's coming along nicely. I've got about probably 2 hours in the build. So yeah, it's looking good. Okay, so I got the body wrapped. It is a brushed black wrap, courtesy of Slotower Sign Crafters in Queenstown, Maryland. My buddy Phil Slotower, that was the business, him and his wife Cindy. He gave me this for this project, and it is some cool looking stuff, man. It makes the car look really nice. As you can see, it's coming out really well. I can't wait to get this thing done. I haven't figured out what motor I'm going to put in it yet, but we'll work on that. And once I get it stickered up and all that stuff, it'll start looking like a drag car. So, thank you, Phil Slotower. So anyway, please subscribe, tell your friends, share, like, crush that like button. Definitely crush the like button. And thank you all, and we'll be seeing you again soon. And we'll be doing a part 2 on the build sometime in the next few days. Thank you very much.